Here we are looking at an autonomic reflex, and I'm using the lacrimatory reflex as an example. We have other reflexes such as the salivation reflex, which we can use. So we have salivation reflex, which is also an autonomic reflex. The pupillary reflex is another one. So we will just use the lacrimation reflex as an example. So what we see here is that suppose there is something which irritates your eyeball. So it's irritated the eyeball and you begin to tear up. So there is secretion from a gland. Whenever a gland is involved, it is autonomic, therefore. So imagine something has irritated your eyeball, the conjunctiva or the cornea. The impulses pass by way of the fifth cranial nerve. From here, they go to the seventh cranial nerve, but this time they go to the parasympathetic component which goes with the seventh cranial nerve. So they go to that nucleus, and then the fibers travel in the seventh cranial nerve, and these are autonomic fibers. They go to the lacrimal gland, and the lacrimal gland begins to secrete, and the tears wash away the irritant. So here you can see that the afferent limb is the fifth cranial nerve, and the efferent limb is the seventh, but it is autonomic fibers traveling with the seventh cranial nerve which bring about the result. In the salivation reflex, imagine you put something on the surface of your tongue. So depending on which part of the tongue you put that, if it's on the front of the tongue, it would be the fifth, and then that would go and it could stimulate the seventh cranial nerve, which would cause salivation from the sublingual and submandibular glands, or if it was the parotid, it would be the ninth cranial nerve which would be stimulated. So there are different nerves for salivation, but that is another example of an autonomic reflex.